Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all back? I'm back with another one. You know what? On this channel, I said I titled the channel "Women Love Men Who Listen." Right? So I've been starting to get some questions, and one of the ones I just got was a lady asked me, "How do you get a man to be faithful?" And I said, and I thought about it, like, how do you get a man to be faithful? And the true answer is you can't never get a man to be faithful. You can't get him to be faithful. He has to already want that. That has to be a part of who he is. Now, can we change? Yeah, we can change. We can change, but saying no woman can change a man, like no man can change a woman. What's in him is in him. There has to be a desire for him to be dedicated to that one somebody, and that's the only thing gonna really make him do it. When I say make him, then I don't mean make him is not the word I'm really looking for. Because you can't make anybody do anything, especially somebody grown, you know. But provoking a man to be faithful. Again, being faithful or not has to do with the individual. It has to do with the man and what he's looking for. You can't get a man to be something that's not in him already. He has to have a desire to be in a monogamous relationship, a relationship where he's just about you. He down with you, ride or die. It's you and him till the wheels fall off. But he'll never be that if that ain't who he is. That ain't what he's going. That ain't what his life is about. So the short answer is you can't. Now, can you spot an unfaithful guy? Man, absolutely. A lot of my friend girls know or knew the man wasn't a faithful type of guy when they met him. That's not who he was. And I often get a lot of women telling me, women sometimes try to change a man, and you can't do that. You can't change anyone. I remember some time ago, I was in a relationship that wasn't what I should have been in. It wasn't where I should have been. But like a lot of us, you were doing what you shouldn't have been doing, but you was doing it, right? And I was just sitting down with this young lady's grandmother, and we was talking about how to get somebody to change and to be a certain way. Now, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I was just out there, man. You know, I was not faithful to nothing and nobody, and it wasn't about trying to be a player. Now, I don't want to get off talking. I'll go back to what I was saying, but when you out there in the street does not teach loyalty. You're loyal to the street, and even in that, you're not loyal. Like a lot of guys think that their partners or whatever in the street, they loyal. No, they're not. Because when the rubber meet the road, that means when something happen bad, they all tell it on each other. So now let's go back to being faithful, though. If you were not taught what faithful is, what it looks like, and most of us as black men, all men, you know, but I mean in particular, I know my own culture. It is something we don't see enough of it. We're still struggling with what happiness looks like. So a lot of times men aren't faithful because they aren't happy. And that doesn't mean, ladies, let me say this. Let me make sure I get this out there. That doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It only means that they are not in a place where they are happy within themselves. And so being faithful is very, very, very difficult for someone who isn't happy with themselves. They have to be happy with who they are, where they are, and what they are. And all of us, a lot of us, that's a journey that we're on sometimes for a long time, trying to figure out who we are, trying to figure out what's going to make us happy, who we're going to be happy with, what it's going to take to make two people come together and enjoy each other. You see, this coronavirus it's causing a lot of relationships to really reveal who they really are. What I mean by reveal who they are, coronavirus, we have to stay inside a lot. You have to be next to that person who you think you have a great relationship with, or who you think you may love. Being closed up, and I don't care how big the house is, the house can't get big enough when you're not really loving that person. You get sick of them. I mean, you get sick of people you love too. We would go through that. But this virus and being inside and having to deal with one another, it forces you to really look at your relationship and see what it is with the person you with. Are you really with it, or are you just in it for a minute? Because if you're in it for a minute, then what's going to happen is you're going to get tired of each other really fast. You're like, man, he got to go, or she got to go. So now, all that is what you have to consider in a relationship with a man who may or may not be loyal, faithful. At some point, you're going to see the signs. You can't get him to be faithful. You can only be who you are as a woman. Be your best you. Because if you be your best you, then you know you've done your part. And your part is being your best you. To who? To you first. To you first. When you love you first, then love looks genuine. But you got to learn to love yourself, and we all working on that. I'm working on it. Everybody has to keep. It's a work in progress. I was impressed, if you will, with Will Smith and Jada Smith doing their table talk. They were talking about infidelity. Yeah, they were separated, but until there is a divorce, then it's still infidelity. But I respect the way in which they handled it, because they were very professional. They showed a certain level of respect for each other. But one thing we have to continue to work on and realize is that every relationship has its ups and downs. Every one of them. There is no perfect relationship, because there are not two perfect people. So what we have to do, keep fighting. And women, you know when your man ain't faithful. Ain't nobody that slick. We may not want to accept it, but nobody's that slick. So you gotta keep loving you no matter what. And if he ain't it, find it. If she ain't it, find it. But the worst thing you can do is to continue to make people unhappy. Because I'm finding in this life, people are reaping what they've sown. Meaning if you hurt him, he hurt you, expect some hurt to come. But I just wanted to get on for a minute, because this was shot at me. It was a question asked, and I was like, let me talk a little bit about that. So again, guys, share this video. Follow me. Again, this Women Love Men Who Listen. Look for me, because I want to come with some more videos just talking. I'm just somebody talking. I'm not a professor. I'm not any of that. I'm just straight up talking from the chest, giving you 100. You can go to any man and talk about it. It's not It's not that I'm something special. I'm just talking. I like expressing myself. I like being able to help where I can. Women love men who listen, and men love women who do the same. So let's keep talking about it. Keep hitting me with your questions. And when you on live, I'd like to see thumb me up. Let me see what's okay. All right. Let me see who here. And let's keep talking about these different topics. I think it's good, especially during this time. Because, man, staying inside will drive you crazy. Man, I don't know. I work out, and it still ain't enough. I'm on fire for a few minutes. So, but anyway, guys, love you. We're going to keep talking about this, different things. So hit me with any topic. It don't matter. We can talk about anything. Nothing is off limits. Let's do it. You guys have fun, and I'll see you in a few minutes. I'll probably be back with another because I'm bored. I'm really bored right now, but I'll be back. You guys be good in a minute.